What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're actually going to make a video about the C10. Making it because I get asked this probably like 5 times a week. Honestly, it's probably the most asked question about the truck, and it has to do with my taillights that are on here. Everybody always asks, like, what brand are they? Where did you get them? What features does it have in it? Like, what's the purpose of it? So I'm just going to show you guys today. I'll tell you exactly where I got them, how much they cost, how we modified and fabricated it to be different than the original product. I absolutely love them. They turn a lot of heads at shows. A lot of people are always looking at them at shows, and I think it's a really cool feature for the truck. So we're gonna walk through exactly what this is today. It's really cool. They are from LS Fab. You guys can find them online on like social media and on their website and stuff. I will link their website down in the description below. But basically, we had hit them up maybe about a year or so ago when we were building this truck, and we were getting a bunch of little parts from them, like some like the bedwood hinges, the hood hinges, all like a bunch of like just billet products and stuff that we had gotten for the truck. And so I had seen these online as well too, and me and the guy that built my truck, Justin, we were talking about it. We're like, man, that'd be a really cool feature for the truck because they're sequential taillights, and typically in this kit down here at the bottom is a fuel filler. So basically, like, you can put your gas in through your taillight and it routes to your fuel tank, and that's how you fuel your truck. That was the original plan for this truck. That's not what ended up happening. We modified it, but you can get this kit online. It's about $800, I believe, for the sequential taillights, the whole flip out kit, and the gas filler and everything that goes in it. And that's for both taillights. So about $800 is what you put in to get some taillights that. As far as like with them being black and all that stuff, I just tinted them myself from I think Lux Wraps is who I used for that. Super easy. But I'll show you guys kind of what we changed on this and what the purpose is of them now. So we'll grab this camera and we'll flip it around and show you guys. So it is nice. I do have the truck finally in the garage. We are waiting on this logo right there to get changed out. It's gonna, instead of being yellow, it's gonna match green. But essentially, the taillights sit like this on the truck. They're just flip out, and you can see it's got the hinges and stuff in here. Everything plugs in, sequential taillights. This is typically where the gas filler cap mount is. We took that out, and we instead put a trickle charger hookup in there instead. And then one of the things that we added, hidden right up there in that corner, is this little pull tab there. Now this pull tab actuates my bed. So if you watch me pull this tab right here, now I can come over here and lift up my bed. We still have to put like the capping and stuff on it, but that's how I actuate my bed. That's the main reason of why we have that. Essentially, before it was just a blank filler cap in here for the fuel that we weren't even using. So the whole time, the whole purpose was just for my bed. Just a few months ago, we finally took out the fuel filler cap part and we put this in there. We were having issues with it because of where my fuel tank sits and where it would route through. It wasn't like enough of a drop for there to for it to actually be functional and work to fill up the tank. So I just fill up my truck literally like with that cap right there. Like I just go straight through the cap, and it's that simple. One of the other cool things that we added while we added the trickle charger was this mount back here, because the actual battery sits right back in there, and you can see that's the battery right there. But it was almost impossible to hook up like a trickle charger to it or to jump the truck or anything like that. The breakers for the air ride and everything were back there. So I have both of my breakers right there for my air ride. So we made them a lot easier now to get to instead of being tucked way up under here. And then one of the other things that Justin added was the positive and negative hookups right there for my battery. So now it's easier to jump it if the truck dies or whatever, but I can just hook it up straight to that now. Or we can just charge it down here with the trickle charger, which I haven't even hooked up a trickle charger to it yet. Like, I have it there. We just brought this truck home from Mini Truckin' Nationals at the end of April, and I still haven't even gone and like put more fuel in it or anything. I really haven't been driving it much because it does need an alignment, and I just haven't had the time to even make an appointment. So I've driven this truck pretty much around the neighborhood a couple times. I start it up every couple days just to make sure everything's running right on it and stuff. I need to call and go get an appointment to get this thing aligned. I just have not had the time. We've been so busy with like the shows and all that stuff. What is, let's see what that is. This thing's so dirty down here. Like, this thing is, the truck is filthy from Mini Truckin' Nationals. But yeah, like, that's the thing, is just finding the time to get stuff done on this truck. I've been in like constant prep mode since Mini Nats just to get ready for shows, because we had Spring Slam. Tomorrow we have Maryland Mayhem. So we're a month past Mini Nats, but we sold so much merch at Mini Nats. Probably not as much as like all the other brands that are there, but we sold a ton for like how small my brand is. Like, I pretty much sold out of everything. One of the things that I did for that show is, like, you guys know I've been making Rollin' Reckless, the apparel brand, for about a year now, and we're a small brand. So for like us to go to a show like Mini Nats, like, I don't have 85 designs like some of these companies have. I have like 10 designs, and it costs a lot of money to make those. So for me to go into a show with like $5 grand worth of merch, that's like the entire business account right there. Like, that's it. We're not making a ton of money off of merch like some people think or anything like that. Like, I emptied the bank account out just to go to Mini Nats with like $5 grand of merch and hope that it sold in order to like double that money and put that money back into like new designs, pay for more booth pricing in other places, pay for the hotels at the shows and stuff like that. And we did. It was good. But with that comes having to restock everything. And I make a lot of this stuff myself. Other than like the t-shirts and hoodies, I get those screen printed and stuff, but like, I make the hats myself, I make the license plates, I make the street signs, like all that stuff I make myself. So like, having to come off of Mini Nats and say, man, I need to make 200 license plates, 30 street signs, I need to make another 200 hats, I need to order new patches, I need to do this, I need to do that. We've spent this entire last month hours every day just trying to restock on merch for Spring Slam and for Maryland Mayhem. Went to Spring Slam, we didn't really sell much stuff. We broke even on the trip, which is fine. That's cool. That's really all I ever want, is because we get the exposure from it and talk to people and stuff. But we're like fully stocked up right now for Maryland Mayhem, which I know that's going to be a smaller show. We're not going to sell a ton of stuff or anything, but at least it'll help pay for some of the other booth like the booth fees or whatever going forward, and some more designs, because each design's like $400 to put out a new design. So yeah, we'll have about a 6-week break for that. So the plan, at least for this truck, is we're gonna get this thing aligned, and then next up on the truck, like, I mean, you can see how dirty this thing is. I'm gonna clean this entire truck up, and I've got a ceramic coating kit on the way for it. So we're gonna ceramic coat the wheels, we're gonna do the whole body. I'm gonna ceramic coat everything under there. That's what's up next on it. As far as like getting work done on it again, like, we still haven't finished the interior. I mean, you can see in here, it's filthy inside. But the truck is not finished. Like, it's still got some stuff to do. It's totally drivable. Like, everything's good on it, and it runs, it functions. We can show it, like, it's ready to rock. But we still need to do stuff. Like, the stereo is not working right now on it. And it was before. I don't know what happened to that, but I tried to turn it on yesterday and it doesn't play. So we got to figure that one out. We got to add all the green accenting into the box to finish the box up for it and stuff, which is something we needed anyways. We got to swap out seat belts we're gonna get some lime green ones in it. We got to put all the badging on the truck. We need to actually like hook up and charge the AC and the heat in the truck, get that running, because it doesn't run right now. And then just some like minor little things. We have all these fittings right here for the air ride, like 3 of the 4 or whatever, they all leak. So the truck will just like air out on the left side. So that sucks, but it's fittings. It'll be a simple fix. Fittings always leak on like air ride systems for some reason. I don't know why, but definitely not the first vehicle that's happened to me before. So we're gonna get that knocked out, and then yeah, and then the truck should be done. But as far as for like the build itself, like it's done, it's paid for, the work is put into it. Now it's just like the minor little tune-ups on it, and like any little things that we can add on it. But yeah, that's it. That's what these taillights are for, that everybody always asks about. Super cool. I love them. Like they draw so much attention at shows. I absolutely love having them on the truck. They work great. Like, highly recommended. Like I said, I'll put the link down in the description below for them. LS Fab makes them. Big shout out to them. Like, this isn't like a sponsored post or sponsored video or anything for LS Fab. Like, they didn't cut me deals. They didn't sponsor and like give me free stuff for the truck or anything like that. Like, this is just a genuine like product review of their sequential taillight kit. They're awesome. Like, I highly recommend it. I haven't had any issues with any product from LS Fab since I've gotten the truck. Like, they make tons of billet stuff. They make them for all the different like years and body styles and everything. I'll definitely buy more stuff from them in the future. They're a great company. Their customer service has been awesome. So definitely a big thank you to those guys over there at that company, LS Fab. You guys have been awesome. I appreciate you guys making awesome products for the truck. And yeah, if you guys want to see something different on the truck, because I really haven't done like an actual like full walk around video of the C10 yet on like everything that we did to it. I've shown the truck like in a 360, like, oh hey, here it is. But if you guys have like certain questions about the truck, like I get asked all the time, like, what mirrors do I have on there? A lot of people always ask about those. But yeah, they're from Ring Brothers, so like that's where I got them from. Their billet mirrors. So a lot of people just ask, or a lot of people are always asking about like the tubs, or like what the wheel specs are on it, like what wheels I have on it, because they're custom one-off wheels. I can show you guys all that stuff. I can break down every part of this truck. We can go through the motor, the interior, everything that we've done to this thing, and I can show you guys exactly what it is, how we did it, and how much it costs for it. But yeah, let me know on the next one, and we'll show you guys.